Imagine sitting in a crowded restaurant, catching up with a friend, when suddenly a police officer walks in, calling your name, telling everyone your boyfriend's been in an accident. The room goes silent, people stare, and you realize your boyfriend just turned a private crisis into your public humiliation. But what he didn't expect? That humiliation would cost him everything. If you've ever been judged unfairly or publicly shamed by someone you trusted, this story is going to make you cheer when justice finally comes around. Hit that like button, grab a drink, and let's get into it. Because this one is wild. I'm Laura, 28, and for 2 years I thought I had everything figured out. I had the apartment, the career I loved in marketing, and a boyfriend, Daniel, who I thought was my future. We had plans, rings, kids, the works. Sure, we bickered like any couple, but I thought we were unshakable. That illusion shattered 3 weeks ago. It was supposed to be a normal Friday. I was at lunch with my college friend Jacob, someone I see maybe once a month. When my phone buzzed, Daniel. Hey babe, accident on I-75. I'm okay. Car's totaled. Need pickup. My heart stopped. Then relief. Okay meant he was fine, right? I texted back right away. OMG, are you okay? I'm at lunch with Jacob. Can you Uber? Text me when you're home safe. I figured he'd manage. He literally said he was fine. But that assumption would come back to haunt me. 15 minutes later, I heard my name called, not by Jacob, not by the waiter, but by a police officer. The whole bistro went silent. Forks froze midair. Ma'am, Daniel Foster has been in an accident. He's injured. You're listed as his emergency contact. It felt like a scene from a crime drama. Jacob looked horrified. People whispered. A coworker from my office was there, phone out, watching. I felt my face go red. Humiliation burned hot in my chest. I rushed to Daniel, panicking. Yes, he had cuts and bruises, but EMTs cleared him. No hospital trip. I apologized over and over, nearly crying, thinking we'd just hug it out. But Daniel barely looked at me. At home, I tried to care for him, bandaging his cuts, making him food, but it was like living with a ghost. The next morning, he packed a bag and said, I'm going to my brother's. I need to think. No discussion. No chance to explain. Days passed. My texts went unread. Then came the office whispers. Did you hear Laura ditched her injured boyfriend to eat lunch? Daniel had turned my mistake into a public story. And suddenly, I wasn't the caring girlfriend. I was the heartless villain. When he finally came back, it wasn't to reconcile. It was to pack his stuff. When I begged him to stay, he laughed. You embarrassed me by not coming right away. I just returned the favor. That's when it hit me. He didn't just send a cop to get me. He sent a cop to humiliate me, and he was proud of it, I snapped. You wanted revenge. You wanted me humiliated. Well, congratulations, you got it. He smirked, like I was overreacting. That smirk burned into my mind. I realized something. If he wanted to paint me as the villain, fine. But I wasn't going to stay quiet while he played the victim. I had truth on my side, and a little secret he didn't know yet. I was pregnant. The next day, I started telling my side to mutual friends, co-workers, everyone who'd been gossiping. I explained everything. How he was medically cleared, how he sent a cop for drama, how he gloated. And then I dropped the bomb. And now he's abandoning me while I'm pregnant. Support started pouring in. Even Jacob backed me, apologizing for being mad earlier and telling people Daniel was exaggerating. Daniel tried to spin it, said I was faking, said I was choosing Jacob over him, but I had the pregnancy test, the doctor's note, the receipts. When I posted a calm, detailed message on social media, laying out the timeline, the accident, the public humiliation, the breakup. The tide turned. Mutual friends started calling him out. You don't get to humiliate her, ghost her, and then call her a liar. Daniel's brother deleted his posts. Daniel had to shut down his socials completely. The man who loved controlling the narrative lost it overnight. I won't pretend it didn't hurt. Watching the man I thought I'd marry turn into a stranger was brutal, but in the quiet that followed, I realized I wasn't just free from Daniel, I was free from someone who'd rather punish me than work with me. Now, I'm focusing on my baby, my career, and friends who stood by me. Daniel may try to erase me from his life, but he can't erase the truth, and that is my justice. If you've ever been judged over one mistake or publicly humiliated by someone who claimed to love you, tell me in the comments. I read everyone. And don't forget to subscribe, because I have more stories where karma comes back swinging.